Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss one more important topic in 7th class, that is tanks and groundwater. See, for example, in Telangana we have many tanks. Kakatiya and first period they constructed many tanks. Every village having some tanks. We can call it Telugu Cheru. And groundwater already you know that the water which is available underground means in the earth, so that we can call as groundwater. So this water is a natural resource, so it is a god gift. Nobody can create this water because it is happened naturally, gifted by nature. So on the earth planet water is available, so that we can call earth is a watery planet. On the earth, nearly 79% of earth's surface covered with water bodies and 21% on the land masses and the mountains. In this 79% of water, in this totally 1% only we have fresh water for drinking totally in the world. So this water is very important for all living things, because without water all living things cannot survive and reside. For plants we need water, for animals we need water, for human beings we need water. For every activity on the earth's surface which are the living things are there, compulsory that needs water. So in this topic today, so from where we are getting water? In previous class, like in 6th class, 5th class, you know well, and you studied. Okay, so due to the rains, due to the rainfall, we will get the water. So for rain, there are many causes are there. One is evaporation, precipitation, condensation, okay, and rainfall, runoff, again evaporation. This is called what? Water cycle. Okay, so water is a renewable resource. Means nobody can remove completely, because we can use, once we use again we can reuse this water. For example, in the summer season, in the tanks, in the lakes, water will evaporate. So this water liquid change into gas and it will form like a clouds into the atmosphere. It will form the atmosphere. Again these clouds will change due to some changes, like due to the weather changes. Suddenly the clouds will change the what these condensation form again change into like a small droplets. It is called precipitation. So these raindrops will fall again on the ground. So that water will flow again on the earth and it will reach the same places like lakes and tanks. So it is like a cycle. We can call this water cycle. So water is very essential. That is why we can call it Earth is only suitable planet for living all organisms because of water. But in this topic, I am going to explain about groundwater. See, groundwater is mainly depending on the rains. Suppose some regions on the Earth's surface, there are many regions. Some regions hot temperature and some of the regions moderate temperature. Some regions are very cool temperature. Okay, so in these places groundwater will be different. Some places they have more groundwater levels and some places have the very less groundwater, depending on the water sources in that particular region. Next, so in Telangana, as I told, we have many tanks. Kakatiya's period they constructed number of tanks. What is the use of tanks? So the Kakatiya's period they were constructed number of tanks to provide the irrigation to agricultural fields in the village area. And now after getting independence, our Indian government constructed number of dams to provide irrigation facilities to agricultural field. And recently, Telangana government also constructed one of the big project, which is Kaleshwaram project. That is also main purpose is to provide irrigation facilities for agriculture sector. So tanks are very important because to provide water facilities to agriculture field. We just observe some of the pictures as here very clearly. Okay, so rainwater And next one, see 90% we can save the saline water on the Earth's surface. Just see here, 97% of the water on the Earth's surface saline water. Saline water is nothing but salty water. 97% salty water is there. But just now I told you only 1% water, only fresh water on the Earth's surface. Okay, so groundwater is mainly depending on the rains. Suppose some of the regions on the Earth's surface, that in that region throughout the year will get continuous rains. In that area water will flows continuously, so automatically the groundwater level increases. Some regions are very hot regions, desert areas. In that regions no rains, scanty rainfalls. So due to that, water levels will be very less. Groundwater level will be very less in that region. So, dear children, what I am telling that groundwater is one of the best resource or important resource for mankind. And nowadays we are getting water. All human beings are getting water from the ground by sending pipes, by digging bore wells. In the olden days, totally open wells were there, because at the time groundwater level was very high. Now, due to the overpopulation and by using excess of water, what happens? Total the groundwater level, water table, day by day, year to year is declining, totally decreasing. Now, the groundwater totally fell down in Telangana region. Okay, so water is mainly getting from the earth surface under the earth for drinking purpose. That is the fresh water at present time. Olden days people were using total open wells. At the time no bore wells, means the groundwater level is very high, open wells were there. Now overpopulation and man is doing different activities, so that groundwater level totally declined. Groundwater level went very deep, so that we, by sending pipes, by digging bore wells or tube wells, we are getting water. Okay. And next point is, see you just observe this picture. See, you just imagine, olden days the groundwater level was full. At the time, groundwater level is full because people used to get water open wells. Wherever you see that total water was available in the olden days, because at the time there was no tube wells and population also very less. See, now what have we know? See how the water level is declining. See, this is the, see here more water next to. See this, next we are getting water like this, after this, next one this. So next to future generation, they won't get water if you are not controlling the groundwater. Okay, now. So it is one of the best picture we just think about managing groundwater. So dear children, what I am telling that water is very important, but we have to protect the water. We have to save the water. Only 1% of water is available. But groundwater level, how it will increase? See, we have to increase the afforestation. We have to encourage the afforestation. We have to grow the plants, and we can construct a number of check dams to stop the rainwater. And we have to increase the agriculture field. Okay, and we should not destroy the nature. So then only we can control the groundwater. You just imagine, suppose here, due to the rains, here there was no trees, no grass. Whatever, the rainwater will flow very fast and it will goes down and it will join the seas and oceans. Suppose in that area there are trees and grass, the earth surface filled with grass and trees, automatically the rainwater water will not flow very fast, it goes very slowly. So when water will flow very slow, it goes slowly down inside the earth, automatically the groundwater level will increase. But nowadays what happening, you just think that in Hyderabad, I will give you one of the example in Hyderabad. If due to small rainfall, total our roads will fill with the water because of there is no grass, no trees, so that for a small rain also we will face problems in Hyderabad. You just see in the forest areas and agriculture areas. So water due to the rains, when the rains will start automatically, the grass and plants will stop the water and the water will go into the earth. So then we can increase. This is one of the best idea to increase the groundwater. We have to construct the check dams also. If we construct the check dams, these check dams will stop the rainwater, and we can stop the rainwater. That water will slowly goes down into the earth. So then it is also one of the best way to increase the groundwater. So groundwater is only fresh water for drinking purpose. My dear children, see in future, like if we not protect the water, in future generation, see we have to take the water like this. Means we could not get the water. Maybe the future wars also will come due to the water. So every person, every country, every citizen responsibility is that they have to protect the water. We have to protect the forest. We have to encourage the afforestation, and we can control the deforestation. We should increase the number of check dams and projects. Then only we can increase the groundwater level. And next point I will show you. See, just now I told that water is a renewable resource. Renewable, non-renewable, two types of resources on the earth. These resources are natural resources by God gift. So it is renewable. What is the renewable? We can reuse that. We can reuse. For example, this is one of the textbook. This is the textbook, is it? So after using this, we can throw this one. Again, we can recycle these papers again, and we can reprint the new textbook. These are renewable. But non-renewable different. For example, you just think about petrol. Once you use that, you can't regenerate or you can't reuse that petrol because it is a non-renewable resource. But here water is a renewable resource. So on the earth's surface, due to the sunlight, the water which is there on the earth's surface like ocean, seas and lakes. So due to the sunlight, the water will evaporate. This is called evaporation. Means the water is in the liquid, which is in the liquid form, it will change into gas. So water is, we can't completely remove. It will evaporate and form like a condensation form, it form like a clouds, it will be in the atmosphere. And again when it is becoming cool, this condensation again it will fall like a small raindrops on the earth's surface that we can call precipitation. And these raindrops again it will fall on the earth's surface, again it will flow and reach the same place. So it is like a cycle. We can call this water cycle. We can call this water cycle. So water is renewable resource. When the water will evaporate and it will change into condensation, after that precipitation, like a small raindrop it will fall on the ground and again it will flow on the surface. So that time what we have to do? We have to stop the flowing water. When we stop that flowing water, that water will goes down into the earth. So it is one of the best idea to increase the water level. So this here, see what I mean that here total groundwater, rainwater is flowing. Across this water we have to construct one dams or check dams like this. If we stop this water, so the total water will flow here. So in these surrounding areas, the water will goes inside the earth, automatically the water level will increase, groundwater level will increase. So groundwater is day by day, year to year, and nowadays total declining. That is why people are digging borewells very deeply by sending pipes and electric pump motors, by sending electric pump motors and getting water very deeply from there. So it is very danger in the future. So that is why groundwater level we have to increase. How? By constructing checkdams and for deforestation and to increase the grass lands. Okay, and these are the very important things to control and to protect.